It's on my new record and I gave him no credit. That's not true. You got half the publishing. Steve's song is called A Brief History of My Life. This is called A Brief History of My Life. Well, I was born on a frozen moor in Kitchener, Ontario. We're off the rails already. I was born on a frozen moor in Kitchener, Ontario. You can see my breath as they wrap me up and carry me through the snow. Yeah, my brother and me and my mom and dad upstairs at Nana's house. And the snow all melted and the sun came out and I never did shut my mouth. Well, we lived next door to a chocolate factory, and I swear that's not a lie. But the times have changed, and when the wrecking ball came, everybody just watched him cry. We had little bunk beds and a color TV. I'd watch it on a brown shag rug. We had a little LG, then a Volvo wagon, then a little Volkswagen bug. Your life was good, riding in the family car, and that Schneider sign on the 401 was shining like a guiding star. You know what I'm talking about. When I play in Winnipeg, I have to explain this. If you don't know what I'm talking about, did anyone pass the Schneider sign to get here tonight? Somebody must have. If you don't know what I'm talking about, on the 401 just by Milton Guelph area there, is a Schneider's meat sign. It was built in 1963, 6 stories tall, this old neon beast. It's the last thing on the 401 that hasn't changed, if you think about it. It's that last little patch of grass left. When I was a kid, you'd be half asleep in the car coming back from Pushman's Lake where my Uncle Raymond had a cottage. And I'd see the orange glow over the hill in the snow. And I knew it was 23 minutes to home. And when we got there, someone would just carry me in the house while I was still sleeping. The old lady passed away, so we moved downstairs, and I got my own room. It was 83, and the great Stan Rogers was taken from us too soon. I got my first guitar from my cousin Jim, a semi-hollow beautiful sight. And I saw David Bowie at the CNE, and I sold my soul that night. So they sent me off to Catholic school, where I had to wear a uniform. But me and the Lord never got along. I was late every morning. We had a reel-to-reel and a VCR. I jumped and cheered and shouted, 'cause I could watch Harold and Maude every single day, and I watched it till the tape wore out. Your life was good, riding in the family car. We'd see that Schneider sign on the 401. It meant home wasn't far. In the 90s, they talked about tearing the Schneider sign down. People freaked out. Everybody loves that sign, even vegetarians love that sign. One guy chained himself to it. Fun fact, the folks that really didn't want the sign taken down was Pearson Airport, because apparently it lines up perfectly with the main runway, and pilots from all over the world, when they come into Toronto, Ontario, Canada, they know to watch for the Wiener Beacon. It's true. Moved off to India, and me, I started a band. We drove around from coast to coast in a Ford Econoline van. I saw every inch of Canada, played every little town, and I never gave up, and I never looked back, and I never really came back down. here I am now, a grown-up boy, singing this song for you. I got some beautiful friends from way back when, and a few that are just brand new. But I miss the ones who aren't around, the ones who passed away. So I'm feeling extra grateful just to be here with you today. Life is good when you're riding in the family car, and that Schneider sign is still standing there, and it's shining like a guiding star. That's a song that I wrote that Steve Poltz covers. He does his own version of that, changed the words, made it about his life. The next song I thought I'd play you a brand new song I just wrote together just a while ago. We live in crazy times, don't we? And you know, when all the elbows up, you know, pro-Canada stuff happening, I was getting pretty annoyed with all this 51st state nonsense. Turned into a song. And I online, somebody had left some comment on some post I made and told me that musicians should mind their own, keep their political views to themselves and just shut up and sing. That was a mistake. But seriously, I started thinking hard about that, and I started thinking about all the music I grew up listening to. Bob Dylan, and Bob Marley, and Joni Mitchell, and Sinead O'Connor, and everybody, The Clash. Everybody I listened to had something to say. That was the point. So somebody else can say, I recommended that they should check out the Backstreet Boys. Great band. They sing better than I do. They're really good. But that's not me. So this is a song I wrote for, this is for all the great songs that were written in the world. Bob said, get up, stand up for your rights. Bragg said it for the unions, for the workers to unite. For the times they are a-changin', so take it from Dr. King. I ain't gonna play Sun City until every voice can sing. So climb in your rocket ship, fly off to Mars. Take all your money, buy all the stars. We ain't for sale, like one of your cars. And the Northern Star, that one's ours. This machine kills fascists, like Woody wrote so well. Joe sang guns of Brixton, Spanish bombs and straight to hell. Black boys on mopeds, Sinead stood and fought. Joni cried when they paved Paradise and put up a parking lot. So climb in your rocket ship and fly off to Mars. Take all your money, buy all the stars. We ain't for sale, like one of your cars. And the Northern Star, that one's ours. By our Son we shall overcome and crush all seeds of hate. Chuck D sang fight the power, and Chapman born to fight. If I had a rocket launcher like Coburn felt that night. So climb in your rocket ship, fuck off tomorrow. Take all your money, buy all the stars. We ain't for sale like one of your cars. And the Northern Star, that one's ours. And the Northern Star, that one's ours.